The team at AW Landscaping have used some interesting techniques to improve the efficiency of their development of landscape plans, and I'll use this design to illustrate. If we go back into model space, here's the developing design. The key issue is this group of symbols to the right. They've all been organised. This is a block that's been brought into the drawing, and the block contains a whole lot of plant symbols, and we can work with trees. So if we want to put in a new tree, we just, maybe it's Banksia spinulosa. If I select this symbol and we look over here, can you see it's already been tagged to an entry in the accompanying plant database file? So to put in a new copy of that symbol, I just select it and copy, specify the base point and bring it in, and then I might want to rotate and change it. I might want to scale it. So everything can be done very easily. And again, if we look, select it and look over here, there's the tag. So we're going to be able to generate a plant schedule very quickly and easily, because this block that was brought in contained, nested within it, a whole lot of symbols, and every symbol can be dragged and put into position and just altered where required. They also run in parallel with their landscape design the SppDb plant database, and you may notice on the gCADPlus drop-down there's an option to go to SppDb to go and look at the plant database. And let's zoom in a little, and if we simply click on any plant symbol, I'll click on this one, and it switches to the plant database, and that happens to be Lomandra longifolia. So we can get a quick idea that we are using the symbol and appropriately. Let's just minimize that and we'll try another one. And the prompt down here says, please select a symbol. So let's try this one. And that one tells us that the accompanying plant database doesn't have an entry for that particular species. Let's minimize and we'll close from there. So that one is the coastal woolly bush, so we need to add an entry to it. If we pick this one, this is the coastal rosemary, so let's go gCADPlus and go to SPP, pick it and whip through the plant database and shows us that particular specimen. What that then helps us do is to just grab the image name and copy it, and I can swing to the plant species layout and I can just post that, paste it in. So we can go to format and images and add and paste and open that one. So we've added an image of coastal rosemary, and we can now insert it into the drawing. Notice that snap is on and the grid is on. That's how we've been able to line the images up very nicely. And I'll come over here, although I might want to trim that one, but I'll just illustrate by zooming in, and I hope you'll see that I can click and line things up like so. So that image lines up with this one. So I hope that's enough just for the moment. Let's go back to the model. So the plan is developing. We're using a whole lot of symbols, but most of them are already coded, and everything in the accompanying plant database is also coded. So generating a plant schedule should be quick and easy. I haven't tried it yet with this drawing, but let's draw the standard schedule. A height of 200, that's down here. and hit enter, input a corner point, and I'll do a relatively long and relatively narrow one. We'll see how we go. And there we are. The plant schedule is generated very quickly and very easily. There is one rider, and that is that it will count, the plant schedule will count species in this group over here. And what I would do, and they do, is to create a block, and we'll call it temp. So now everything in that area over here where we were dragging things in, pre-configured species that we were dragging in, won't take part in the generation of the new plant schedule. Well, let's just try it. In theory, there are 6 instances of cognata, Acacia cognata, the mini cog wattle, and we should be able to run it again, and that number should reduce. So let's do it. Plant schedule 200, just right straight over the top of the existing one. It's now done, and it's been reduced from 6 to 5. So that's the mechanism that you can use to drag in a symbol, explode it, uncover all the pre-configured symbols, drop them into the drawing, and generate your plant schedule. So if we go back to the landscape plan, so AW Landscape Design Studio really developed some interesting techniques. If I pick on this block here, notice that there are some attributes associated with it. So we can just fill in information about project name. So front whatever I type in that box will appear here, and they need to do a little improvement of lining things up. But what it does mean is that you can use that same title block quickly and easily across multiple layouts. So I hope that helps.